Hey, hey! Here we are. Welcome to Sendrith. We are rocking it in the Fungus Grove, and I just thought it's a chill duo with Pandrax, and why not try to do a live, see how it goes. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure how to get my chat box visible in the game, so this is going to be hammering out some stuff and doing a little duo with Pandrax here. He's using his epic, which I think slows the mobs, and he is freaking tricked out now. He's got all of his AAs and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, he does mad damage. He shared with me a screenshot where in a raid, I guess, he like did the highest DPS except for wizards. So he is one of those rangers, you know? Like, just rocking. One of them rockin' rangers. Let me hit him with a complete heal here. Oh. And we're just chilling here in Fungus Grove. Killing these little alien greys or whatever they are. Chocta fungus beasts and some other stuff around here. I guess there's mushrooms and plants. He said don't touch the shrooms. And let me see if I can figure out how to get the chat box to sit on top here, but I'm not seeing the chat box anywhere. Well, maybe no chat this time. It's not really. What's the point of live streaming if you don't have a chat box, though? Let me look it up here. Let's ask Grok. That's my go-to AI, is Grok. Scores really well on all the metrics. I think it was, when I started using it, it was the best. And I like the interface. It feels comfortable. Feels like it's getting the answers right more often than other attempts at using AI. Not always, though, of course. So, gotta make sure I don't let Pandrax die, though. Okay, Grok. I'm streaming on to YouTube from OBS, and I can't find the chat box for my stream. Let's just see what it says from that. It's not quite enough information, but we'll see what happens from there. We are back to full mana, so this is a bit redonkulous. This should not be sitting on full mana. Alright, so again we're doing Battle Cleric, which is fun. Let's throw a nuke in there. I wonder what my DPS is like. Sometimes I get a few procs in a row like that. I just got like 3 or 4 procs, and they're doing, I'd say they average at about 100 a proc. And then my hits sometimes do like 50 a piece, and you see me swinging pretty quick, so stuff can be going pretty well sometimes. Let me get this guy unrooted here with a nuke. There we go. Is he coming for me? No, he's coming for the... I like how they hop like kangaroos, even though they clearly have normal functioning legs. Like, it looks like entirely unnecessary for them to hop around like that. Grok decided to not reply. Grok, I am streaming from OBS to YouTube and I can't find the chat window. This is what has happened to me earlier too. Grok was just like, it was like I didn't enter anything. Let me try pulling up the window again. Is it because I have two windows open? That wasn't a problem before, but who knows what they may have changed. Let's pull up a passy for polls. I'll settle into talking more once I get this chat thing figured out, guys. I don't know if anyone's even watching. I'm sorry if you are and you're trying to help me out or trying to say something in the chat. Things are not working out as to plan at the moment. Let me try it again. New chat, Grok, new chat. I can't find my live chat. I'm streaming to YouTube from OBS. Okay, now I see Grok thinking. So we should have a reply soon enough. Yeah, there's some procs on him. Gonna nuke him. Oh, he's rude. He's snared this time, so it wasn't really necessary. Alright, it's time for the CH here, just in case. I know he's not slowing the mobs. Pull off this yelp, and then we'll see what Grok had to say. Okay. Go to YouTube Studio, click Create, go Live, or directly access your live. Once your stream is live, you'll see it in the live control room. Okay. YouTube Studio. Create, go live. Oh, there it is. Streaming. Good. Okay. And there's the chat. Okay. And how can I pop out chat? Okay. There we go. And there it is. I can see it in game now. Oh no, I cannot. Alright. I guess we're good now to beat on this guy. Let's nuke him. Let's nuke him. Now, I did download a special program for keeping Windows on top of other Windows. I'm wondering if there's a way to get it to do that, to activate it. I think I closed it at some point because I wasn't using it, which is a bummer. And I don't remember what it's called. So now I've got to find it. Wow, I'm like a grandpa now, aren't I? I'm like a grandpa. Giving off grandpa vibes at the moment. It's also hard because it's a duo, so I just I gotta be paying attention to the fighting, right? Okay. Let's ask Grok. Grok, I got a Windows app that helps keep Windows on top of other Windows, but I forget the name. What is it? Alright, we can take a chill pill for a second here, because... Pot of red fungus. Ooh, yeah, pot of red fungus. So happy to have that. What did you say, Grok? It's Microsoft Power Toys. Okay. Power Toys. Microsoft Power Toys. There it is. Boom. Oh, that's a link to a website about it. So I don't think I have that one. Oh wait, here we go. Oh, set top. There we go. It was running. There we go. I got it figured out. Okay, boyos. We are rocking now. So we just hit level 59. Which is really cool. We're gonna make it to 60. I wasn't thinking we would, but they've just made the XP so great in this game that why not? It wasn't even a priority for me. But finally, the first Sendrith ever to get to 60. Now, I've probably covered this before, but Sendrith was... Oh, hey, Classic. Yeah, live, man. Finally got it figured out, man. Finally got it figured out. And the trick was... I didn't realize that my VPN was not routing all the traffic through it. So, because it wasn't routing all the traffic through it, like the browser, YouTube, was going through the VPN. That's obviously, because that's the only way I could connect to YouTube, but OBS was not. So it looked like I was using two different IPs. And so that's why I couldn't get OBS to connect to YouTube. But I was able to switch my VPN to like a all traffic mode. So everything on the computer just goes through it and then work like a charm. Here I am with Pandrax. We're rocking it. Oh, what was I just saying? I forget. Nothing important. It'll come back at the right time. Or maybe Classic will remind me here. But yeah, we got 59 because the XP is decent. It's not as decent as it was when they first dropped the patch, because they accidentally entered 1.65x for the Zem, which ended up being, and they were supposed to just enter 0.65, so you can imagine how much extra you're getting there, right? So there was like one night where people just ripped it. Classic told me he was getting 300% on his Ranger, and I assume he was doing solo. He might not have been. He might have been in a group. Probably wasn't a group, actually. Even with that much XP increase, 300 sounds like too much. But still, he was like going through the 40s, or late 30s, 40s, getting 300% per hour, which is crazy. Alright, we got Passy up. Let's do it. Passy that one. Passy Shakta. Doesn't that sound a lot like a chakra? Wonder if that's inspiring. These names here, chakra. Now, I'd never seen these guys before until they had that special event. What was it? The Plane of Justice? Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna root this guy. And then I saw these alien gray things, and people told me they were from Luckland. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Now I'm actually seeing it. I'm not sure how I feel about Luckland, honestly. Just something about it just feels a little weird. You know what I mean? Does anyone else know what I mean? I on I mean on I don't really regret it, but part of me regrets not just sticking it out on P99. I know that sounds crazy. Dude, I rooted you, bro. Just chill. Just chill. Stay where you are. Thank you. Now I gotta heal myself. Making me waste my mana. I'm supposed to be doing DPS for Pandrax. He needs me. Snap. Oh, Hand of the Gods, baby. Oh, Hand of the Gods, baby. Double proc. Keep them coming. Oh, there's another one. And, you know, we saw one enchanter cleric duo holding down. I don't know if you're still listening, Classic, but it seems like maybe you're not, but maybe you'll watch this later. I don't know. We saw one enchanter cleric duo holding down the Sanctus Saru KEI camp, and they were holding I'll get back to that in a second, the P99 thing. And they were holding down all like 6 spawns of those mobs we were killing for KEI. It was ridiculous, bro. And what they were doing was they got one of those rogue pets that's like level 53, right? And the cleric was using Celestial Elixir, which is like the level 59 or level 60 heal over time spell. And of course the mobs are slowed by the enchanter. And the cleric was tanking, so the mobs getting in backstabs too. And so they, as a duo, they were killing all 6 spawns, so they were getting like mad XP as well as KI. It was crazy. But yeah, like, you know, here's what happened. I think what brought about this feeling was about wanting to go back to P99 was when they dropped the patch, everybody left Velx, and I wasn't done with Velx, man. I wanted to group there more, and everyone's like, oh, all the XP's in Luckland, and I had just moved my Ranger over to Velx, and I was gonna like, you know, nobody wants my level 52 Ranger, but I was gonna be like, hey, he comes with a pocket enchanter that gives you KI and Vogue, and a pocket cleric, which gives you those buffs too. And then they would have to take my Ranger, because it's just so good. Plus I could be like, hey, I could pull. So who cares if I'm great DPS or whatever? If I'm pulling, that's, you know, pullers pull, you know what I'm saying? Pullers be pulling. Is this guy rooted? What's going on? I don't think Pandrax would root. But then I get there. I literally just moved my Ranger there. I get there and it's literally empty. And I find out it's because everyone went over to Luckland. I was like, great. And then I try to go over to Luckland, and Maiden's Eye was, I don't know, man. It's kind of it was kind of cool, but like the popping traps and stuff, I just need to get used to it. But it just doesn't feel like the same world. I want the elves and the dwarfs and the dark elves. You know, like what is this thing? A fungus beast? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but no, it's cool. I'm sure it'll grow on me. Sure, it'll grow on me. But yeah, like I would never, because of the interface alone, I'm still would rather stay on Classic. I mean on Quarm than P99, just because spell sets and everything. I love it. Oh no, this is not good. This is not good, but we're going for the heal. Come on, Panny. Don't you die on me, boy. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna paralyzing earth these motherfuckers. Oh man. I've been slowed and rooted. This is not good. This is getting intense, broskies. Do I have my Divine Aura up? I do. What is WS? I don't know what WS is. If you're not looking, you should look. Right now is the time to look, bros. It's getting heavy in here. These suck so bad, he says. These mushrooms say they aggroed somehow. Oh, here's come a couple of them. He's casting on me? Is that what he's doing? I think I rooted one. Oh, he resisted? What the heck? He just turned into like super mushroom, bro. Oh, we got hit Divine Aura. Is it up? It's up. We're good. We're gonna sit for a second. I gotta move my chat window. Oh gosh, we got 6 seconds on Divine Aura. We're moving away. We're going for the CH here. Dude, we might actually pull this off, which is ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. There we go. Got another fucking mushroom on me. Oh, we are done. We are dead. Goodbye, cruel world. Goodbye, cruel world. Agnus Dei Uruncar Mundi Miserere fuck me. Told you to run, man, Pandrax says. I never run. I never run. That was insane. I tried to camp and I guess I didn't type it right. And I was looking for the camp messages. I need to rebalance all my chat boxes because I had a bunch of like combat text and I'm like staring through this combat text flying by trying to catch it like you have 25 seconds remaining to camp, you know. Oh, massive group buff. Spiritual purity incoming. Oh, go, 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 go. That will help make up for the loss of KEI. Just lost KEI. I wonder if that's it. I wonder if Pandrax is going to call it here. He's got work stuff going on soon enough. MGB going out at Nexus. SP. Yeah, like freaking mushrooms. Yay. Like, I don't know, man. I like Luckland for the models, and I think the AAs are cool. But so far, the zones... I like the Valshir city. It's got some cool music going on. I like the vibe of the city. Yeah, I can't have KEI on P99 TE. I agree, actually, and I know I shouldn't say this as an enchanter, but I think KEI is like a little too strong, and I think it kind of breaks the game a little bit. It takes out the whole, you know, using your mana smart. I mean, it doesn't take it out completely, but yeah, no problem, man. You don't have to, you know, tune in all the time or at all, even. You know, I'm totally fine with whatever. Well, I can KEI you. But yeah. Maybe I can get a KEI from someone. We can ask some people in the zone. Maybe donate. Or if you can get me to Creature, he's at Shardok. He can KI me. Maybe. Yeah, exactly. It's way strong and super long. And I don't know, dude. As a cleric, I think one of the coolest things about a cleric is it's like he's the most mana efficient healer you're gonna get with this, with the complete heal. And then even then, you know, sometimes even then, you're waiting for the cleric to med. And so mana efficiency becomes this little mini game that's like super important. You know? And when everyone's got KI, it just feels like it's just grindfest. It gets closer to like a WoW grindfest, and takes some of the EQ out of the EQ. I don't know if that makes sense. Well, I mean, maybe we will be okay. Apparently, I missed the spiritual purity. Can try to donate for it in zone. You saw KI under 10K? We got a copy like the day the patch dropped. Creature and I went back because Creature checked it out like the day before the patch. He's like, huh, I see them on the market for like 32, 33. It might still be worth it. And he like convinced me to go with him again to do that farm. And Pandrax came and like halfway through, and like the third kill after Pandrax came. The third kill after Pandrax came, it dropped. So that reminds me, I owe Pandrax like 3.25k because it sold for 13k, I think. So I got 6.5. So I'm gonna give him half of my half, which comes out to 3.25. Right? Did I do that? Yeah. Gonna be 500 platinum by the time my enchanter up there. I don't know, dude. With how you play, your enchant, and with the XP now, that's gonna be what, like in 4 days? I don't know if it's gonna drop to that far that fast, man. Oh. Pandrax is saying how he's getting like frustrated. He was so frustrated with that death. He said, "And yes, I am frustrated, and I didn't have flame lick up." And then he just got rooted by these plants, and then I laughed at him, and I realized like, oh, I probably shouldn't have laughed at him because he's already frustrated. But you guys know me. That's my favorite time to rub it in. For sure does. Raiding gets more mechanics, but grouping gets easier. It's great. P99 and Quarm both exist. One day I'll probably finish some of my P99 charges, if so it won't be for a while though. Yeah, XP is kind of dumb at the moment. Well, I don't know. I got on the enchanter and I did Akiva Ruins, and it seemed like I was getting like 4% AA per kill, but it's still, I don't know if I just needed to do more because I just did like 20, 30 minutes. I just did like 20, 30-minute sessions twice, but I got up to like 54% an hour. It's probably better than that. It's probably like 60 or 70, but it's not that much better than it was before the Luckland patch. Like before the Luckland patch, I was doing like 65, 70% at Frenzy and Velks. So I think group XP is probably off the charts, but right now, like that just doesn't jive well with me. Like I usually don't have the time to do a group. I'll usually, if I play at all, it's like an hour to an hour and a half on these nights, except for Friday night. Friday night's my one night when I do a group because you guys aren't available, and I don't do Xbox that night usually because my Xbox bud is not available because he's working. So Friday night's my one group night, but my Xbox bud got laid off. He says false allegations of sexual harassment at the workplace. He thinks it was, oh shoot, there goes my invis. He thinks it was a conspiracy, and he's a nice guy. He does make jokes and stuff like that, but he's a good guy, and he was working there for so long. I think it was like 8 years. So, he says that some new employees they were like friends, and he thinks they wanted to take his job. Took our jobs. So anyway, since he's got laid off, now he's available on Friday, so I really haven't had like any time to do the groupage. Are these mutant guys? No, I guess nothing sees invis here. World XP isn't that dumb. In Unrest on the SK, I'm getting 2% per solo kill. On Luckland, I was getting 7. Dang. Yeah, that sounds like normal, basically. 2% per solo kill. But Luckland's 7%. Yeah, I mean, if I'm 60, I'm getting 4% on AA kills at a much higher level. Kind of makes sense. Look at this Swarmer here. Makes me think I need to get back on my Bard, actually. I mean, we were doing like a 12 or 13% right there. I'm level 59 now. So, wait, does this say 0% into 59? Wow, it must have slowed. Oh, look, someone's at our camp now. Wonderful. Yay. Where's my corpse, bro? Where did I go to die? Is this my corpse? Yeah, we were turned into mushrooms? Okay. You say you want to res or just XP a bit then res after? Either way. Let's pull up our buffs. Don't mind AA being a little boosted, but leveling being fast is kind of weird. I agree. You know, I'm kind of split because sometimes I like to level quicker because I don't have that much time to do the grind. But if it's too quick, it feels like you're not really in the world at all, even. You don't have to settle into anywhere. It's like one session in the zone, and then you've out-leveled it. Oh, I just looted my corpse. Oh crap. Just totally looted my corpse. Oh well. I guess I just ate that one, but I'm still 59, so that's cool. Luckily, still 59. Still up 2% XP. Yay. The whole point of this session was leveling Sendrith. This is why you don't do live streaming, boys, because you make stupid mistakes. I can't believe I just did that. Oh, it's okay. Just shake it off, shake it off. Alright, I'm gonna buff up our boy here. And then I'm gonna have to just be your usual cleric, just like sitting down on the ground. Let's see who enchanter. Wanna run to the enchanter if he is willing to KI us. So, oh, you're doing Soul Self Found on the SK? Dang, that's intense. I was thinking, yeah, Old World, Eurodite. I've never done a Eurodite, and I wanted to do a Eurodite SK. I was actually thinking about MGing my Ixar SK into a Eurodite. So, you know, he starts at level 10. He's already got the spells and the gear that he already had. But SK feels so slow. You know, I just don't have time. So I'm just going to keep plugging in like a little XP on Sendrith here. Pandrax got about 45 minutes, he says, and then he's off. Thanks for coming by, Classic, and talking. It's cool. It's fun. I have to med up maybe anyway. I just buffed him, so there'd be no point in resing him now. I'm just not going to symbol or AC buff myself. If he's down, I'm down. Yeah, Pandrax is asking if we want to team up with the mage. So Pandrax has got work soon enough. Dare I say it's almost feeling like Solo Self-Found hardcore time again? Like it's not there yet, but almost feels like it. I gotta clear out some of these spell. I got like 14 spell sets saved, and I think I'm not using like any of them. AC I'm using like 3 of them. No, I didn't mean to load that one. Okay, well, it's done, it's done. How much HP does a mage pet have? I wonder. Look at Pandrax just ripping it, bro. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, we're gonna buff this pet and complete heal this pet. That's my plan at the moment. Just died, so no more KI for mana for me. Okay. Pandrax says, I love this as an option for me. Yeah, dude, your DPS is epic. Oh, well thank you, mage, for giving me a mod rod. This is a good time for me to watch at work, but it's still early, so bosses and stuff aren't around quite yet. Yep, you know exactly what I was thinking. That's why I don't stream our Sunday sessions at all. I don't even try to, because it's like, that is a perfect session to stream, because we got the boys and the Discord going on. But at the same time, who's going to be watching, you know what I mean, at that time? Who's going to be up like early on Sunday morning in the States watching me play EverQuest? Like nobody. So the streaming I really wanted to do at this time, because I thought, well, people are at work. They want to just put some on the background and they glance at it while they're working. It's probably the best time. I wonder if it's worth using the mod rod and then healing myself. It probably is, right? Let's see. Not ready yet. What's the recast time on the mod rod? No idea. Doesn't say when you right click it. So you're at work, the bosses and stuff aren't coming around. Do they come around? Do you have like a cubicle or an office? Like how's that work? See if the mod rod's ready yet. No? Wow. What's the cooldown time on the mod rod? Five minutes. Okay, so it's probably coming up pretty soon here. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to Oh yeah, currently cubicle, but short ones. And the boss is in an office right next to me with a window that can see my desk. Oh, has it always been like that, or is that a recent development, man? That sucks. Damn. Are they trying to stress you out until you quit? It's funny, my XP still says 0% per hour. I've gotten 3%. Pandrax says, yeah, and got my all-in-one ranger buff last night. And a new cloak, feeling good. Nice. Not AI gonna take my job, then I'm gonna do unemployment for the first time in my life and stream every day. Is that a semi-joke, or is it like, is it really like in the company plans for your job to get phased out? It's a semi-joke, right? I mean, semi-joke is in it might well be true. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going for cloud engineering, and I'm hoping that that is a little more AI resilient. I mean, you utilize AI, but I'm hoping it doesn't get completely replaced. I still really want to try Helldivers. I know you're an RPG guy. You probably mostly just play EQ, but do you ever play games like that? Classic? Like Helldivers? Do you know what it is, even? Yeah, you'll probably be one of the guys that doesn't get laid off because you like do your work and you show up and you work hard, and so you're Schadenfreude. You're like above the low end of the bar, so there's always going to be someone lower than you that's more worth firing. And also, you don't cause drama and waves. My Xbox friend was like that, but I don't know, he got targeted for. Somebody said he was angry. He's kind of an angry dude. Sometimes, you know. I saw a vid of it and it looked pretty cool, and I've been wanting to try it, but I've been waiting for it to like come down in price. It's still pretty expensive. Good games tend to stay up like that. Oh great, I'm out of food. Oh, my mod rod should be ready to get hit. There we go. I'm gonna hit the pet with the heal now. Terpuntine. No, there he is. FF, that's Final Fantasy. Yeah, the MMORPG one. But no, Tactics I don't think is. Oh, shoot. Holy snikles. This isn't good. Let's pull up our Paralyzing Earth route. Let's make sure the pet does not go down. This is going to be a fight here. Just when I was getting on top of the mana a little bit, this stuff happens. I don't have my spell tracker up, so I don't know how long my root's going to land. Oh, look at that AoE nuke. Nice. Didn't break root. Also nice. Oh, that root broke. Oh gosh, this is it's not looking cozy, boys. Not looking cozy. Getting ready to complete heal that pet again. Let's see how fast his HP is flying down. Gonna hit him now. Oh, look, they killed 2 of them. Yeah, the mage probably went on a burn. Oh, nice. On SNES, so it's like a real old one. Very cool. I only ever played one Final Fantasy. A new coworker of mine who's a big fan told me he thinks it was 10. It's the one where you're like this like volleyball guy. You're like holding a volleyball and you're like throwing it like a underhanded, like throwing it hard at the enemy. And like you start out on like this beach, like kind of like Hawaiian vibe village. I think they said it was Final Fantasy 10. Anyway, I played pretty deep and I got pretty far, and then I got to this boss fight that I couldn't beat, and that was it. Yeah, we did. Dude, Pandrax is just ripping. And the cool thing about a mage is, yeah, if he's got his mana, he can rip some down quite nice like that. Look, they don't even bother to stop afterward. They just chain it up. Pandrax is like, we're fine, Sendrith OP. Like, yeah, good old CH. I should get into it again. Give it a second shot, but again, time, you know. No time to play other games. Hardly time for this one. Really trying to cut back anyway. No time left for you. Hail a deep cavern lotus, because we're out of other stuff, so we're going to go for this deep cavern lotus. Here comes the archer. I think I briefly tried another one, where you like start out in the city, but I didn't get it into it like I did the Final Fantasy X. That was quite the dreamy experience, dude. Playing through that game was cool. As far as I did. I think I went pretty far in it. Another mod rod hit. Can't believe I looted my corpse. It's a real bummer. Pandrax is asking 30 seconds or so delay on the stream. And I don't know. I don't remember choosing the delay. I do remember seeing something about delay, but... Oh, warning, the stream's current bitrate. Oh, I gotta heal the pet. Oh, shoot. I gotta stay in the game until this pet's back at full health, then I'll look at it again. It says, yep, that's what it seems. Maybe 20 seconds? Okay. We're getting up there, 72 mana. We might be able to get in and do some damage soon. In preparation for that, I think I'm gonna have to buff myself, though. Oh, the mage is healing his own pet. Okay. Now it's still gonna be a while. My Aegus AC buff is a big mana hit. Maybe I shouldn't even do it, but I think if I'm gonna get in there and tank a little bit, I probably should. I shouldn't get in and tank though. I should probably just chill and nuke. Lower delay, worse quality usually. When I watch Slayheim streams, I'm a solid minute plus behind. How's the quality on this stream, would you say? I'm getting a warning. It says the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended rate. We recommend that you use a stream bitrate of 6,800 kilobytes per second. And I'm like, okay, whatever, bro. Do whatever you need to do. I don't know how to... Can I change that? Can I change that midstream? Probably not, so too bad. Oh, I can look at it. I can see the window. It looks kind of fuzzy sometimes. I'm noticing. Oh, the pet's getting beat on by 2. There we go. Let's see how we do if we get in there. Let's just hit ourselves with this buff first. We should buff up before we get in there. 0 issues is great. Nice. Very nice. Maybe it's just on my computer because I'm streaming it. It shows me a little lower resolution. Yeah. In the top left-hand corner, it's got a little box that has a green dot and it says good, so I think it's actually fine. You know how they are with warnings. They warn you way sooner than they need to these days. There we got the AC buff, and the next one is the real mana killer. It's going to be the symbol. And then after that, once we get our mana back up after that, it'll probably be time to get off. Let's go with the smaller symbol, just to save some mana. Let's go with the symbol of Neutron. Wow, XP per hour says 22. That's crazy. XP meter says 22%. Ridiculous. At level 59. Yeah. Uh-oh, gotta get that pet healed. Looks like the mage is healing. The mage is worried. He doesn't want his pet to die. Man, we're really dropping on the mana again. We're down to 53. Did I hit myself with the symbol? I did, that's why. Okay. Imagine if I did my best symbol then. It would have been even worse. Now we're down to 40. Okay. So yeah, been working on cloud engineering. Been taking a course off Udemy. About halfway through it. I'm going to India for about 3 weeks during my Chinese New Year break. So that's like it's like mid-February to early March. which will be fun for me anyway. And I will not. I'm planning on not bringing my computer, but I probably will. But just for cloud engineering, I'm going to be taking a break from all things except for my spiritual practice and maybe cloud engineering, but maybe not even that, for two reasons. First off, I think it would be extra special if I literally just devoted all the time to my spiritual practice, like really got into it, you know, like a retreat. And secondly, why take the computer and run the risk of losing it or breaking it or having it stolen? And I'm trying to remember if I brought it with me last time, and I think I did not. Pandrax says he's got to go in 20 minutes, so this little session's kind of almost over. I don't know if the mage is going to want to do it with just me, because I don't contribute any DPS, and I think I'm ready to get off too. My wife and I are in the middle of watching Gangs of New York, which I thought was a recently made movie, and then I'm watching it, I'm like, wait, Liam Neeson looks pretty young. Did they use computer graphics to make him look younger? And then I'm like, whoa, Leonardo DiCaprio looks young too. You know? And then there's a couple other actors in there. Like this big Irish guy that's in a lot of movies with Colin Farrell, he's in there, and I'm like, he looks young too. And I'm like, how old is this movie? In fact, I still don't know. I'm gonna look it up right now. But it's because I just recently saw shorts about it. When did the movie Gangs of New York come out, Grok? How old is this movie, Grok? 2002? Are you serious? It's 20 years old? Oh my god. I can't believe I never heard of it. So many great actors. I had never heard of Daniel Day-Lewis until There Will Be Blood. And I don't know if it's just me or what. Everyone's like, that's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. But I'm like, it was good. But I'm not as over the moon about it as they are. And Daniel Day-Lewis was good, but again, not as over the moon about it as everyone seems to be. But here's one thing that did not disappoint. There's this movie with Philip Seymour Hoffman and Kevin... Is it Kevin Bacon? Is that his name? No, that's the funny one. What's that guy? Ethan Hawke? Ethan Hawke. I get Kevin Bacon and Ethan Hawke mixed up sometimes. I don't know why. And this movie was good. And I think it's partially because like 80s movies just feel good because they're like real movies where they're like trying to capture emotions and stuff, not just tell a crazy plot. But what really blew me away was Philip Seymour Hoffman's performance. And I've heard interviews with other like famous actors and multiple at least two different interviews with different people. When they were asked, who do you think the best actor is? They said Philip Seymour Hoffman. And it kind of struck me as one of those things where like sometimes the most popular, like with music, right? Sometimes there's a musician out there that's not very popular, like you don't really think his music is that great, but other musicians say like he's the GOAT, he's the best, right? And that was kind of the same situation, I think. These other actors are saying Philip Seymour Hoffman is the best actor. And I'm like, yeah, he's cool, he's pretty good, but I didn't quite get it until I saw this movie, Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. And my god, dude. His performance in that movie is far and away, I think, the best acting I've ever seen. And I've watched a ton of movies. I was blown away by his performance. And I saw a clip of like the culmination scene where he's in his car and he has this like emotional breakdown about his father. And I was like, that's pretty good. But when you see it in the context of the story and all the other stuff around it, building up to it, it's perfect. It is the greatest acting moment that I've ever seen in my life. So I highly recommend, if you've never seen it, checking that out. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. The plot, which is obviously a secondary concern for me and probably for anybody who's looking to experience that good movie-ness, is basically there's these two brothers. They both are having some problems in their life. And especially relevant to this plot is they're having financial problems. And they both, there's an older brother and a younger brother. Older brother is Philip Seymour Hoffman, younger brother is Ethan Hawke. And Philip Seymour Hoffman knows what's going on with Ethan Hawke, but Ethan Hawke does not really know what's going on with Philip Seymour Hoffman. Because Philip Seymour Hoffman's one of those kind of like cool, savvy business guys that plays things close to the chest, right? And so he hatches a plan that he ropes his younger brother in to rob their mother and father's jewelry store. And the plan is like, well, they're insured, so it's a victimless crime. Like, we know where the jewels are, I know a fence, and we know who's working when, and we can do it pretty easily, and then they'll get reimbursed. Yeah, drink your milkshake. Yeah, that's the famous line. It was good. When that movie came out, I was actually working in an indie movie theater, so I saw it quite a bit as I, walked around the theater, sweeping and going. You had to go through the movie theaters with a light and like make sure that, I don't know, be there in case people snuck in, like you would know anyway. I don't know what the point of that really was now that I think back on it. But we'd have to like walk through the theaters. And so I saw it quite a bit, and that scene was good. Daniel Day-Lewis did put a lot of energy into it, but I don't know. Maybe it's what Quentin Tarantino said. Maybe it was the other guy that ruined it for me. Like, what's that guy's name? He plays the Riddler in the newest Batman movie, and he's the anti-hero in There Will Be Blood. Or I guess the main character's the anti-hero, right? But he's that religious young guy who's like messing with him all the time. And in that scene, I think. Maybe he was what didn't complete the scene for me. I don't think so, though. I think Daniel Day-Lewis was great, but I don't know. I should watch it again. Maybe I just didn't have the right atmosphere to appreciate it. But I don't know. I think Philip Seymour Hoffman in Before the Devil Knows You're Dead is on a whole. It's a whole different ballpark, in my opinion, even from Daniel Day-Lewis's performance there. Great XP here. If I hadn't had looted my corpse, I think I'd have an extra 7 to 10%. Be at like 17, 18%. Would have been quite the profitable evening. If it's like this regularly, could get my level right quick. Be 60. Oh, that does remind me. After the next CH, I should mem my new level 59 spell, Celestial Elixir. There it is. My straw goes all the way over here, and I drink your milkshake. Uh-oh. Gotta keep an eye on the pet, get ready for the heal. And then after the heal... Oh, pet's getting beat up a little bit. There we go. Now I get to mem this new spell. Oh, look, our mana's getting up there too. We're going to step in pretty soon here. And that means we can use this Celestial Elixir to keep us alive when we do. It's a heal over time spell. Yeah, I can't believe I looted my corpse. And I was still in the window when I looted it. I'm like, well, I could still get a rest, but I'm like, well, who's gonna rest me? I'm the cleric. It's like SOL. All right, we got Celestial Elixir up. We're getting in there now. We got the mana for it. Let's try a Celestial Elixir. Let's see how strong it is and how long it lasts. Looks like it lasts about the same amount of time, but yeah, it is strong, dude. It's keeping me at full HP. It's not cheap though, that's for sure. Somebody's asking me for a res. Oh, looks like I'll be sitting down again. Okay, we gotta pull up our... pull up our location here. Where's my loc popping up? I don't see it. There it is. 1687, 1933. No plat from these mobs. You are hungry and you're out of food. I gotta summon some food. Leslie still there? Leslie March? Or did you just stop in for a second? Well, I bet I can see if I take a look. Let's see. Yep. Analytics, concurrent viewers, 4. Yeah, but that doesn't tell me... doesn't tell me much. Doesn't tell me who's watching now, interestingly enough. Let's hit the mod rod. There we go. Yeah. Battle Cleric's back. Heck yeah. Killing it. Alright, here's a res for our buddy Hunter Dubbish the Reborn. Is that a ranger? I think so, right? Oh, here comes the payment. 37 plat. Well, don't spoil me. Don't spoil me. I'll buff you up a bit too. Told him if he hangs around, I'll buff him a bit too. I don't know if he gets a symbol for that price though. It's like it ain't quite you get a symbol donation. You know what I mean? You saw that, Pandrax? Well, he did 37 plat. Must be all he had. Or he gives you 37 so that you assume that's all he had. Right? It's like, oh, why isn't it 40? Because that's all he had. But he just does that to trick you so you don't get angry that he only gave you 37 plat. No, dude, you're not just being a turd. I had the same thought. You just giving it voice. Like, you get a res? I thought res was like 100, you know what I mean? Like 37. Yeah, right? And especially right now. I mean, I got no KI right now, so... Like, I was just starting to be able to stand up and hit again. And now I've got to spend another 10 minutes medding to recover from that res. I've been having the same problem with my KIs. People think that KI is like free. Like it's okay to just not give me anything at all for KI. See if I can hit a mod rod now. Nope, it's not ready yet. And especially like Classic says also people don't really spell take mass. It's like especially KEI, like you know what I mean? Like we're talking if you want to buy KEI, especially at that time, the cheapest price was like 15K, you know? And it's not an easy one to get at all. And they're just like, thanks for the... Like, they literally, like, I say, if you want KEI, come and hail me at the Nexus. And they come, they hail me. I invited them to a group, like two people. So I just invited them to a group, cast it on, thanks, they both bail. And not a cent. Not a single cent. I'm like, really? I just gave you... And my KI is not too bad. I've got 2 levels of buff duration, so it's like 2 hours and 50 minutes. Now, I get it. It's not the 4 hour and 20 minute max, or it's not even more than 3 hours, but it's pretty much 3 hours of KI, right? And if you're giving 50 plat for a port, And I just gave you almost 3 hours of KEI. Like, come on, bro. Like, are you kidding me right now? Why do I have to tell you to give me money for that service? So I just don't even do it anymore. That's the result. I don't sit at Nexus and offer KIs anymore. Because it's just like maybe 1 out of every 4 would donate anything at all, and it wasn't much usually. Pandrax says, yeah, that's rude as hell. See, even though I'm not, people who know me in game know I don't have much plat. You know, but I always do 50 for ports. It doesn't matter if my character's level 35. When they're like 20 or less, I'll do less for ports. I'll do like 30 plat for ports or something, right? But otherwise, I do 50 for ports. And probably for KAI, I never donated for it. But I probably do 50 too. Yeah, Pandrax says I should start by saying a certain price. I guess, but it feels beneath me. Like, I'd rather just, like, you donate what you feel it's worth to you. You know? It feels classier to me. Can I mod rod now? Yes, good. We got 17%. We would be like 27, maybe 30% from this little session to a 60. If I had just not looted my corpse. Just gonna CH the pet now while we're waiting. Back down to 47 mana. Any enchanters in zone? No, there aren't. Pandrax probably should go soon. Attaching a feed does look DD. What does DD mean exactly? Like if you're not sure how much, just ask. Like, hey, what do people usually donate, you know? But there's no way you think it should be free. You're just taking advantage of the fact that I didn't say a price, and that's like, you can't be assuming, oh, he didn't say a price because he's just handing them out for free. That's his intention. Like, who would assume that? Like, oh yeah, I want to go log on and just like cast KI on people for free at the Nexus. That's what I want to do right now. Like, for the massive group buff one, I can understand that. I would still at least like go up and give like 10 plat, right? If everybody gives him 10 plat, you should get like at least 100. Oh, odd. Yeah, right? I'm not sure if odd is the word, but it doesn't feel right. But, you know, to counterbalance that, I think the other day I ported some guy, and I guess maybe he had been trying to get a port for a while. He gave me like 150 plat for the port. It's like, he gave me like 100 plat, and then he gave me like 40, like 470 gold. You know what? Even though I'm not ready, mana-wise, I want to get in on this one. See how I tank it. Doing pretty good. Pandrax says, yeah, I don't get it, man. Ports are literally free. Spell is vendor, almost no cost. Don't need to group anymore, etc. Don't see why people are way more consistent. Yeah, it's like ports are so easy. So cheap and easy. And people are still donating 50 for those, but you give them KI, you know? And they think they don't need to donate at all. It's like, really? Uh-oh, looks like I just picked up a friend. Hopefully Pandrax gets on him. The rootskis. Uh-oh. Whoa, did we just get trained? We did. I got a gate. Oh no. I got a divine aura up. I'm snared though, so I'm dead. That's for sure. Okay, my only hope is to pull off a root on these guys. Did I get one? Nope, I'm dead. Got one. Uh-oh. Only hope is pull off a gate. We're dead. Cool. Nice end to a session. There's another death. Hopefully this time I don't accidentally loot my corpse. Did Pandrax just bail on the group? What happened there? You get trained? Let's see what Classic says here. I'm gonna start making my way in that direction, I guess. Was trying to be nice. When I see a price attached to a spell, I think, what a cheap ass. But it's true that people are probably tired of cheap ass non-tippers. I'd rather just grind my money. Yeah, I feel the same way, actually. That's me being antisocial, though, I guess. Sorry for typos, I can't see what I'm typing. Time is money, so you donate for time, and mana is time meted. If you don't want to donate, wait for an MGB or wait for Nexus Spire to support you. Use your time, not someone else's. I feel the exact same way. Because this is a video game, you know, these aren't needs. This is all just for pleasure. Like, I just don't see how you can live with yourself, you know, like, not being inconsiderate of people's time like that in a video game, especially, somehow. Went and did the sit-stand aggro trick to mess with the wizard's kite, then the wizard gated, which gave the mage, and thus you, all that aggro. So it was you. Lol, dude. Oh god. I forget which way to go. Where do I go again? Oh, it wasn't you. Okay, I guess that's how your message came across. I went and did the sit stand aggro trick to mess with the wizard's kite. Then you see north. Okay, so yeah, okay. And then the wizard gated, which gave the mage, and thus all you that aggro. It sounded like you messed with the kite, and then the wizard gated, and because you're messing with the kite, the aggro transferred to us, but mage did. Oh, the mage was messing with the wizard. Okay. Okay. It's not every day you die twice as a cleric. Usually survivability is a little better. If I had had gate up, I could have got out, but there's just no way. Maybe if I had pulled off those first couple of root attempts on the two mobs that I had on me, I could have. But you know, perfect storm. Oh yeah, rooted again. Yay. Oh, Fungus Grove is this way. Thank God for this map. I told you to run, man. Dude, I couldn't run. I was literally already snared because I remember I was there tanking. I was using my yelp and my hammer. I already had the fungal net on me. Gate was the only option from the beginning. This Fungus Grove is kind of an interesting spot, though. Wonder if I should try the enchanter here, but it seems kind of crowded. The Kiva Ruins is working out pretty nice for the enchanter, though. The only problem is there's some weird stuff going on the PvP instance with the Pathers in the Kiva. Like, I'll engage them, and they'll immediately just vanish. They'll snap back to some place. And that's fine. I'd rather not have to fight them because they're casters that gate as well, but sometimes I would like to fight them because they're in the area, and I don't want to fight other things and have them walk through and aggro, and then randomly that time get involved, you know what I mean? So let's see, we went from 11 to 17%, so I think when we died we only lost like 6%. So we would be at 23%, plus we gained 2% from 58. We were at 98% in 58 when we started. So we got 25% from this session, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. How am I not... What's missing? Something's missing? Oh, the mod rod. Okay. It's all good. I had fun. Pandrax says, sorry man, I guess we should have lost. And XP was great, actually. With that mage, it was really good. Have a good one, Panny. And that's going to do it for me too, boys. Classic. Have a good one. Terp, catch you later. Leslie, March, if you're still watching. Catch you guys next time.